Hey, what's up, YouTube? Boswell back with another video for the Husband Code. Today, I just want to say, man, appreciate your journey. Appreciate the journey that you're on. Um, I was just thinking about a story about when I was really at my lowest in life. I remember when I had my first apartment, and this one I was like, first going into management at my job, and I was finally making a little bit of money where I can really start to support myself. And in the midst of all of that, I didn't know how to budget. I didn't know how to control my money. And I just remember it was a time where like my first apartment, it was in a shit place, man. But hey, I kept it nice to the best benefit I could. But it was ran off of gas and electric. And I remember like not managing my money right, and so the gas got cut off in the wintertime. And so the gas controlled the heat. And so, I remember having this space heater that I bought from Walmart. It was like a cheap one, like a $20 one, right? It was like a tower, and it would like rotate, oscillate in the heat, and it was just so cold. I remember like having a blanket, right? And putting the blanket over me and over the heater as it spin, and it would be so cold it'd cut off every once in a while. And I would just have to try to like hug it. I would try to hug it and for it to warm back up, because it takes air in from the outside and convert it to heat. And so yeah, I remember finally getting to cut back on, but like not even sleeping that night because it was so cold, just staying up. And it was just a situation where I look back at that, and it's just so crazy how far you come in life, and just the different obstacles and stuff. And anyway, I brought that up. I'm just thinking about stuff that like really impacted me, and it had me thinking like, why am I living like this? You know what I mean? um so I shared it to say I know everybody has their moments where they just like, it starts to be a turning point. And you need those turning points in your life, and basically to kick your own ass. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, well, if I had learned how to budget, then my lights wouldn't have got cut off. No, I mean, my gas wouldn't have got cut off by me not paying the bill. You know, and not just being responsible. I remember like overdrafting a lot, and just these different pain points throughout my life, which impacted me trying to make it through my struggle. And again, these are just reminders of how far you came, whatever your story is, and how you need to just appreciate those moments and appreciate the journey, because these are things that help you grow. And your past always can kind of dictate um, different things you'll learn in the future, And so what I mean by that is, I didn't know that moment back then was going to really teach me that I need to budget. You know what I mean? Because a lot of time I was just going through it and just winging it. I didn't know that being cold that night taught me why it's important not to be broke, and to be in a situation where you need heat, like, and just not just winging things in life. Like, it was just so many different thoughts that went through my mind that night. And I know it may be small, but man, at that time, I'm super young. I got my own spots, trying to manage it, and just going through those pain points, man. So whatever your story is out there, whatever those pain points were, just appreciate them, because they definitely are lessons that I'm sure has impacted you even to this day in your life, where it's like, man, I'm glad I learned that lesson. I'm glad I went through that. And so, like I said, to any man out there, just appreciate the journey. Reflect on your journey. you know, and just know that those are just building blocks to where you are now. Hopefully in a positive way. Hopefully it strengthens you to where you are and where you attempting to go in life. So, but anyway, man, I just wanted to share a quick little life lesson, a quick story of my life. And it's just crazy. I'm just thinking back on it because it was just a big, like I always say, I've had a lot of like different, different things I've been through in life, but that was just one of the memories I remember in my youngest days when I was first on to turn into adulthood, really be starting to become a man. And like I said, I needed that. I needed something to kick me in the ass and kind of get me going, put that fire up under me to start to really turn the tide, man, in the right direction. Because for a long time, especially like I almost didn't even graduate high school. I moved out at like 16, 17. And you know what? Let me share that story today. So, and this again, appreciating the journey, right? So when I was 16, me and my uncle, and at the time, we just weren't seeing eye to eye. Like I said, I think I mentioned it before. It was just a point in my life where I felt I knew what was best for me, and it's time for me to transition. And it was just a lot going on. I had got arrested, and just a lot of stuff, man. Trying to rap and just being in the streets. I was a little, I guess you can say, gang affiliated and stuff like that. Just going through life, man, as a young kid in my environment. It's crazy how environments play a lot in your life too. Just with a certain friend group, and just thank God, man, I didn't get like charged with anything. That could have really set me back, because the friend that I was rolling with, yeah, he had got charged with something. I think it was like a home invasion or something like that. But shit, that could have been me. Thank God I like just making my money more versus trying to take it from people. I just like grinding for mine. I always had a mentality where, I felt like I never had to step on somebody to get mine. I like competition too much. Like I never want to have to cheat somebody to get it. You know what I mean? Because I like winning fair and square. I like losing fair and square. And that's just how I always been. I had fair game, man. Like let the best man win. And so I've just always been like that. And so like I said, thank goodness I just never got caught up in anything too crazy. But again, appreciate the journey, man. Appreciate our life lessons. Appreciate the people who were in your life earlier, who showed you why they're not in your life now. Because you've grown. And your journey have taken you to a better place, hopefully. And that's just what it's about, man. It's just journey. Everybody has their chapter in this book called life, and I firmly believe that. And it's all about growth, man. It's all about just continuously to write that story, and hopefully that you come to realize that you're the antagonist. I think that's right. The antagonist, right? Or protagonist, one of them. Whoever the main lead character in the story. A lot of us, it's crazy. Like a lot of us will allow other people to write our own story that we should be writing for ourselves, because somehow, some way, society has told us we shouldn't stand out. We should just be reserved. We should just follow the crowd. We shouldn't, make too many waves and stuff like that. We shouldn't draw outside the lines, And I just never, my mind just never worked like that. I don't know what it is. I just never just accepted what I was told. You know what I mean? And I just questioned everything. I just always was like that. I just always was a very inquisitive kid, especially like when it came to like religion and stuff and all of that. I just was always like, well, all right, tell me more. Why is this like that? And the pushback I would get would be like, well, it just is. You know what I mean? I just never accepted stuff like that. And I wonder if it started from when my mom died, like me not understanding at a young age why she was taken away from me so young. Like maybe that made me inquisitive God, I don't know. And so I just, anyway, as a young age, like I just questioned everything, And like I said, good or bad, I get it as an adult now. Like sometimes, especially when it comes to kids, it's like, look, just do it my way because I know better, right? And it's not for everything, but you know, yeah, you don't need to drink that soda after your bedtime. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna be up. The sugar gonna keep you up. You know, or you know, certain things like that. You know, so I get it. But again, appreciate the journey. You know, but understand it is your journey, and you have the right, like I said, your chapter in this book called life. And so yeah, man, just continue on and appreciate those things, appreciate the lesson you've learned. And yeah, so I just want to share that with y'all tonight. Not really going on, just felt like just talking to the camera, not really try to make it all formative and stuff. So, but I appreciate y'all, I really do. You know, drop a comment below, you know, are you appreciating your journey? Where are you at in your journey? You know, are you liking the lesson you've learned, and are they working for you? Have you learned anything from them? You know, so subscribe if it's your first time, because I drop a video every day on the husband code. Hit the like button and the notification bell. And until next time, peace.